1990, it's kind of the first time that I ever saw a lunchbox. Well, it's definitely not the first time I'd seen a lunchbox, but a Tamiya Lunchbox in 1990. We had a radio control club at school. Someone there had an original, obviously the yellow one, lunchbox. I fell in love as soon as I saw it. Couldn't afford one when I was a kid. I had to make do with a little Lunchbox Junior. Not this one, this isn't my original one. I had one back in the 90s. And I don't know if anyone else used to do this, if you were around from this era, but we used to, at break times, we'd go to, I think it was an old school like changing room. I remember just rows and rows of like coat hooks and benches. Anyway, we'd go in there, we'd put them on the cobbled floor, face to face, and we'd have like a push off to see who could push the most with them. And since that day, the lunchbox has definitely had a special place in my RC heart. And I've had a few of these over the years, but this is the first time I am building one from new out of the box, and I am really excited to do it, and especially because we're going straight for a brushless system. What's up guys, welcome to the channel. This video is sponsored by Hobby Comps. We'll talk about them a little bit more in a bit. This is Finesse's lunchbox. Brand new black edition lunchbox, and we're gonna go straight for a nice mild brushless system in it. I've also got some oil shots. So I guess we could say this build's gonna be an OEM plus. So if you're not familiar with the term OEM, you can Google it. It means original equipment manufacturer. OEM plus is a discrete way of tuning stuff. So it will look the same, it will have some slight changes to it, and that's what we're going for with this. Oil shocks, bearings all round, brushless motor. It's gonna look like a lunchbox, but it's gonna be a little bit better than original. So we've got the black edition lunchbox, some bearings, got some oil shocks. I've got two sizes. I've got 85mm, 85mm and 75mm. I'm not sure if they're gonna fit that easy, but we're gonna give it a go. I've got some metal body mounts because these always break. And then we've got a Reedy 3300 kV motor paired to a Reedy 60 amp ESC. These are straight out of my team associated DR10. I'm hoping we're gonna get them fitted. It's just a standard 540 size can, so it should fit okay. We'll find that out again as we go. And that's going to be it for the initial build. So I want to get it built up, I want to get it running brushless, I want to see how it goes, and then we're going to progress it as we go on from there. And I've got something quite special that I want to do with it as an end result, but I'm just looking forward to getting a lunchbox built. It's been quite some years since I was at school when I was jealous of someone that had one, and I finally got one as a grown adult to build. There's also a guy at my school who had a brand new Clodbuster, 1990, brand new Clodbuster. Yeah, he was one of the rich kids, not me. So just pretty standard stuff from Tamiya for their kits. The black edition lunchbox, black body, black wheels, nice coloured decals, and this is, again, this is going towards that OEM plus look. The colour alone is just so cool. How many years have Tamiya been going? Still giving us plastic bushings. Bearings cost pence. Nice Monster Truck tyres. Got to give them a sniff, haven't you? Come on, I'm not the only one. Anyway, let's crack on with this build. So the motor is mounted. I was a little bit concerned. We've gone for, I'm just using stock pinion at the moment, keeping it all stock gearing, and then we'll go from there at a later date. So it's got the stock, I think it's 13 tooth pinion. I was a bit concerned, and the mesh was quite tight. It's a fixed position on this, but I've plugged it in and it actually feels and sounds fine. Really, I mean, if I'm honest, it probably could do with a very, very slight adjustment just to get that mesh off a little bit, but it's working fine as it is. It doesn't feel tight at all. Anyway, on to the next bit. So we have skipped ahead a little bit. The camera battery was running out, the SD card was getting full, so I thought I'll just switch off, get the battery charged, carry on building this, and then we could start again from where I am. So we've got all the steering on, all the bottom tray, suspension is on, and it is looking really nice. Not sure if I'm going to need different springs on there. Shout out to, I think it was one of the Tamiya groups on Facebook. Big shout out to. I asked the question, loads of answers on there, and one guy said 85mm on the back, 75 on the front. That's what he runs. So I ordered these, and I think going slightly shorter on the front is going to take away that positive camber that the Lunchbox is very well known for. Yeah, it takes a bit of character away from it, but it is going to have that nice stance for my OEM plus look. So just about ready to put the wheels and tyres on and then get the electronics on. But before we do that, big congratulations to, there was 4 winners. If you saw my GR Yaris video, it's sponsored by Hobby Comps, the same people that are sponsoring this video. There was 4 winners off of that bought tickets off the back of my video. One guy won, he won the Vortex. He bought 2 tickets. He won a Vortex and he won a Tamiya XV01 Lancia. 2 tickets and won 2 awesome prizes. Someone else won an SCX24. And then I believe someone won one of these cool little drift cars as well. So congrats to them winners, and big shout out to Hobby Comps for sponsoring this video. Why have I got these in front of me? Because currently you could win one of these on the Hobby Comps website. There's links in the description for everything you need to know, as well as a Mad Van, as well as one of these drift cars and an SCX24. There's also an X-Max on there for $6.99. That's about the same cost as a month's worth of YouTube membership. So if you're a member of any channels, just think about what you get for that money you pay every month. You might be better off trying to win an X-Max. I think there's also a pre-built Formula E Tamiya. There's some batteries, there's a FTX tank, and I can't remember what else. Already well over 100 winners now. I think it's about 109 last time I checked. You can see all the previous winners on the website. You can check what they won. It's all completely legit. You can also see the upcoming competitions. You have to be 18, it is UK only. And if you do buy some tickets, remember to put Tomley RC in the discount code bit. You'll get 10% off. By the time this video's come out as well, they're probably gonna have a lunchbox on there as well for you to win. Right, anyway, talking about lunchbox, let's get back to the build. So my favorite bit now, the wheels. So the rear wheels, I managed to find some foams in my stash. So I'm gonna fit some foams to the rear because they're gonna be the ones that are under the most load. Putting foams in just makes them a little bit, fit a bit tighter onto the rims. So foams to the rear, I'm not going to glue them just yet, we'll see how they hold up. And then let's be honest, the front wheels on a Lunchbox, most of the time they're not even on the ground, so just going to go no foams with the fronts, mainly because I've only got 2 foams, so I can only put them in 2 wheels. Everyone loves putting wheels on. It is possibly one of the most satisfying bits of a build, getting near the end of it, getting the wheels on. We've obviously still got the body to go on this, but I want to get the wheels on, see how it sits, and then we can get the rest of the electronics in. You can get 12mm adapters for these so that you can fit different wheels, but maybe that's something I'll do for a future video, little conversion on it. Bearings in the front wheels. These are going to spin for days with the bearings. That looks like the perfect stance to me. Still a little bit of positive camber, that's what you want. Yeah, suspension is a little bit hard. I think we can live with it for the moment though. Awesome. Well, let's get the electronics in, then we're going to leave the body for last. So nothing too fancy with the electronics. Going to remove this tab here, fit the speed controller central there, and then going to put the receiver right at the front there. Now this receiver's got a gyro in it, so it gives me the option if I want to use gyro. It's just this Dumbo RC 6-channel. Not sure this is going to need a gyro. Like I said, the front wheels are quite often in the air with a Lunchbox. Anyway, let's get all this stuff in, let's neaten it up so it looks nice. And then Get battery in, make sure the rotation's right for the drive wheels, and then make sure our steering's set up okay, and dual rate, etc. There we go, all in, nice and neat in there. Battery is a Gen 8. This one's been for a bit of mud and water, as you can see, but this is a bashing series from Gen 8. These are perfect for these Tamiyas. The only issue you sometimes have is where the power cables come out of. Fits in there fine. So let's just check the steering, check the rotation is correct. Gyro on. Yeah, gyro's on. Now we're going the right way. Yeah, we are. Yep, we're going the right way. Well, I guess it's time to get the body finished and then let's get it out for a run. This thing is gonna look awesome. So, the Tamiya Lunchbox, let's go. It's gonna be a wheelie machine. I forgot how fun the Lunchbox was, or how crazy it is. So steering, yeah, is pretty much non-existent. You definitely need a bit of room to turn. It's fast though. Whoa. Oh yeah, forward roll. So people talk about the 5th shock mod. Whoa, don't go, oh. Basically goes in there, stops the rear from rattling around too much. We'll definitely look at that. But yes, this is as crazy and as fun as I remember. The brushless motor in this is, I think it works out about 26,000 RPM, so quite a bit faster than a sport tuned. And obviously this is 2S, so the ESC and the motor will easily take 3S. Do we need 3S in this thing? I don't think so at the moment. It's a wheelie machine. So a big shout out to Hobby Comps for sponsoring this video. There's more to come from the Lunchbox. Cheers for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Ah, come on. I'll see you next time. If you're wondering why there's not really that much footage of it running, I will just show you a clip now of what most of my GoPro footage looked like. So you're lucky to get what you got. I don't remember what the stock Lunchboxes were like. Let's do a flyby. Yeah.